All right, today is Tuesday. Where are we at? June 9th. Time is flying by. Incredible day for one stock. IMRN was up 1,000%. We had the oil stocks, the REITs, airlines, all them stocks that were pumped up, cooled off. I thought they would cool off because they moved like penny stocks that were gapping like this. And once they gap up like that, they're going to come back down. They'll find support and start moving again, but IMRN was incredible. Look at this. This is the daily chart. Draw a line here. So this was back in 2017 it IPO'd. So pretty much you have some lines here. You can see all the way back from, what is this, March 2018. And then you can draw a line down all the way down to March this year. And then April, May. It really has done nothing. The volume has been pretty light. If you draw a line down here, this was forming a falling wedge. Now, there's no way anyone was looking at this back here unless you're just holding it long and taking a gamble. And this broke out today. Incredible. These spikes, see, these spikes never hold. Once you get over your trend line, then something's happened. And this move, because of amazing news, pre-market was the news here. Let's see, IMRN. Let's see, what was the news here? Let me see here. Is this showing in here? Up big on advancement of oral therapeutic for bacterial infections. Therapeutics, market survey, COVID-19 impact. So this had amazing news. It's a low float. Trade Ideas had 3.7 million in float. I don't know if that's exactly right. So this was incredible. So this really took off. And this is the 5-minute chart. See here, pre-market, first move pre-market sort of opened. And then we had this fade here. This wasn't a go up right from the bell. Faded here. And look right here, right at about 7. Found support at 661. And this is a buy the dip. Draw your line right here. However you want to play it. If you want to play a line across, and you see the break, like the cup and handle, this was a beautiful cup and handle. Or if you draw a line down this way, and then you have a breakout above. It's above trend line. And then it took off, and this thing went to 1873, came back down, and then took to 27, like double topped, and came back down. So this ran from like 3 to 29. Like, if you have 300 shares, let's say you bought 300, that's 7. This dip here. So 307. This you get out like 27. That's $6,000 on a $300 $300 move. So you didn't need a lot here. When these moves are this big, and see the lines here, like if you get in an 8 and you go down to 6, that's a $2 drop. So yeah, I'm not a millionaire trader. So smaller move, 300 shares would work. And look how this moved up. And so you get to 10 and 15 minute, look at this. 13 over 20 once again. This is never a sell. If you go to a 15, down, look at the volume lower. The volume's lower when it comes down. That is a bullish sign right here. Then it breaks up. Then it starts to get choppy right here with the double top and starts to come down. So you definitely take profit. If you get down here 7, you're holding the 20, yeah, take profit. You're up 5, 6, 7 grand. So look at this move on the daily. Tremendous move. Weekly chart, here's the monthly. And see the monthly? A lot of these stocks eventually will break out. It might take years. This took years, and it came out on the monthly. Weekly, right here again, and this shot right up. Wouldn't surprise me if this does an offering or something like that. It's up so high. There's no way I want to hold it here. These are all trades. The only way I would hold this if I'm like buying it down here and just holding it for like a lottery pick, like this is going to break up one day. They do sometimes. If you hold any of these stocks, maybe a year, eventually you'll make some profit. So there's the 5-minute. Playing it this way. over 8, and you have your support here. See, if you did 300 at 8 and it goes down 2 or even $1, you're down 300, down 2, you're down 600. So no one wants to be down 600, but the spread and these lines, it's so tight. I mean, one candle engulfs these lines. This is moving in big dollar gains. So all that means is go smaller shares. When you see something moving that big, even if you did 100, say 100 times, let's say 8. If it goes down $2, you're only down $200. And then this moves up. Once you're up here, I mean, it's all what you want to do. If you want to hold it, take some profit. But as soon as I'm in, I like to take a look at 10. I get 5 to 15 for day trading. Anything over that, then it's just like you're holding it too long. So 100. So even if you got an 8 and you got out, let's say 24, that's 1,600. You just made 1,600 on $100. So it's incredible. So that was the big gainer. What is this going to do tomorrow? Who knows? I'm expecting anything. This could come drop and do nothing. This could rise up again, maybe offering. Not sure. Naked, NAKD, Naked Brands. This had a move right here over $1. I think I called this back here. $1 went to 260 plus. Great volume, 155 million. This was an all-day runner too. This was very strong. Right over 110, then right over 146, and took off. And this was a late day drop. So this was a good move all day long. That's what you want to see all day runners. You want to see nice dip, nice dip. See the volume get lower. That's good. Consolidation volume. SQBG. This is a gap and go. It's really pre-market. This was choppy. This is not what you want to see. 47 million float, like double topped here, then came back down. NTZ, TZ Spa. It's had nice support at 50 cents, and then really took off here. Started to get move up 90. Once it broke $1, and you get to 190, almost 2. But this was a nice breakout, 5 million in volume. It was getting higher and higher on the lows. That was a nice move. IDEX, major cross here. So this had all the way to move pre-market all the way up to 120, bounced back down, 85 cents. Then moved to 140, then dropped. So this was good early in the day, and then after 1 o'clock it faded. That's a nice gainer if you get that. PLM, penny stock. Huge wick. This almost touched 1. How high did this go? It was high as 97 cents. So it almost touched $1. That dollar then faded fast. This was tough to trade. I don't like to trade. When I see like big candles like this, it's very odd. IZEA. This was a gap and go. This had previous move. So previous move, sometimes they don't do a second day. This did. And this was over 75 before that. CETX rocketed up to 375. This was a strong intraday move. 13 over 20. There's your sign right here. No sell right here. Solo. This is electronic vehicles. This is really came out of this wedge, this falling wedge or channel. Look at it touch. It touched like 3 to a T. And these algorithms will touch either like 5 cents, 2 cents, or 1 cent before a whole number or a quarter number. And it plays games like that. That was exactly HHT. I think we had this from this little gap here. Could see 1. XELA. This is approaching 1. This had a nice, see this move? All these moves are very slow, grindy, and it moved up from a penny stock, and now it's trying to move that $1 roll now. XELB. This is another one. These patterns look the same here, these stocks. Spiked, down, another big spike, and there's good volume on them. DXLG. This was a breakout out of this channel. Eventually When you see these spikes that wants to come up and it's holding support, you know it's going to spike up. Look at the volume here. It's all volume. When you see a lot of volume and the stock normally doesn't do anything, that's a good sign that something is up. This could maybe try that $1 roll. PSTV. This is breaking over 250. What's it doing after hours now? After hours, it's moving 268. So that's not bad for a penny play here. GMO. IMAC had a nice move, 1 million volume. So we had a transfer today. Penny stocks were moving today. My list is like all penny stocks pretty much. So the normal movers that are moving, the oil, the airlines, the REITs all pulled off. So we had a change of guard today. TIs, that was a nice gap and go. Mosey's breaking out. Just broke out the other month in April. They came back. SMRT is going towards 75. Nice round move here, rounding up. AVGR, this has a nice open gap to 87 cents. It's making that move. See, it broke trend lines coming up now. Watch for that. RMBL. Watch this over 14, almost 15. See these spikes? They all touch this 15 line and get pushed back down. So you know your resistance now is 15. And this is interesting. Something's up with this. This might break out with news, make a bigger move. DGLY. This is really broken from $1. Look at this. Over 13 EMA. Spike in. Look at the volume there. It's too strong. When the stock's too strong, you can't short it. You got to wait till there's a clear sign to short. AEMD. This is going towards, you have two here, but didn't hold 175, so watch that first, 175. There's another automotive on fire, Solo, I think Mio, they all were moving. And that was from, what was that stock? The Nikolai, this stock, NKLAW was on fire. This is the warrant. I'm not sure where the stock was. I don't know if that's on here, but this was moved. This is another automotive electronic. I think it's with trucks. So they've been on fire. What else do we got here? Missed. There's this big gap here. Look at this right here. It formed a cross and touched over 7, didn't hold, and came back down. I'm not sure what it's going to do here. That kind of got pushed. I'd like to see that move up. Still an open gap, though. There you go, UAVS. We've called this for about a week. As soon as you see this line of 150, down, down after that move, then it's tightening. See the low? The low is still going up. You have 183 here. And this was a nice strong one. 24 million in volume. And that was a nice ride up today. We'll see if this holds, if we get another day out of it. XENT, Intersect. Said not a lot of volume, 900 plus thousand. It's broke 14. All right, so the list, yesterday's list was like a million miles long. You have Club. And Club here broke 75, 1. Now you're almost at 121. This is a nice one. This can still go to 125. Maybe this will even go to 150. That was a nice long. Let's take a look at the SPY. SPY today, what were we down? Let me pull my computer. SPY finished down 300, or not SPY, Dow Jones 300. It was a cooling off. The S&P 23, NASDAQ 29, small caps. NASDAQ was up 29, small caps was minus 25. VIX was up 27.57. Commodities, oil 38.70 was up. So after this long run here from May 14th, it's still going a little down. We'll see what happens here if we get a drop. It's kind of far away from the 13 EMA. Let's see if this drops back in the channel. NASDAQ is a beast. Let me draw my lines here. This is like a tightening channel here, but it's still going. This could drop to any time because it's so tight. It's getting tighter and tighter, but it's still moving. It is still moving. Dow Jones. This sort of stopped here, 27,577 down day today. We'll see if this is very far away from the 13 right here, 26,000, way ahead of itself. You want this to pull back in. See this trend line? This all pretty much connects. Pull back into here maybe. There'll be consecutive down days. We'll see what happens with that. TNA. This is back in the lines here. See this? You have 1, 2, now 3 connections. This was trying to get the 38.2 fibs. It's dropped down now, 32.75. So next support on this will be back down here on that 29.64 level. We'll see what this does too. This is riding high on stochastics. Nail, still looking for 40 right here. You have that open gap, that'd be 38.2 retracement. You had to move up from here, that's the 14th. Then you had a red candle, and then it started to move up again. And then we get stopped again, a little above here, and then came back. So we're in this like channel. You have a trend line riding up here. And then we'll see if this comes back further another day to maybe 28. On the 4 hour, it's holding the 13 EMA. You have 20 just below touched and bounced, which is a good sign. It looks like it's ready to cross over. So you can see down here in all 4 hour, and this down, eventually it went down. This hasn't reached its full apex to below 20. 2 hour, almost touched. The 1 hour, it did touch and cross up. So this might be the move. We could come back up and test about 33.50. We'll see. We'll see futures tomorrow. We'll see what this does. As long as this holds, we're in this range. As long as 23 fibs hold, and you're holding 26, at least 78, this could come up here, really get a 40. Eventually it will get a 40. This is a great long play. What was this at? You're 100, it went to 5. You're not even at 50% retracement level. So this is next few months just to be strong. Where are we at here? June, July, August, September. 3 months will probably be near 50. Wouldn't surprise me unless something goes crazy in the market. All right, my camera just got all messed up here. All right, so that's now, what's the other, DFEN, Direction Aerospace. This touched 23.6, look at that, almost to a T, filled this little gap, now it's pulling back. See, it started to gap up. It was too strong, too fast. If this pulls into the 13 MA 1564, oh, I'm going to love it. That'll be a great buy. Great buy. We'll see what's this on the 4 hour. 4 hour now, it's holding 19 really strong. 2 hour, it's holding 19, but it's coming down strong. Stochastics, the hour chart. Hour chart, this is at 19, but stochastics is very low here. This might hold here. 30-minute, it's coming up. Yeah, strong support at 19. But the daily saying we're way oversold. They could stay here for a while. That's the problem, though. We have to see if this is going to drift lower in a few days. But if this does go to here, that's a great buy. It might not exactly. It might stay up. We will see. DIN, Dine Brands. This is another one. Trend line. Line above it. Now it's back in this line now. Let's sort of make a line now. This is sort of touches. We have a touch here, touch. So it's touching now. This is a wide line. And this is from the 14th also, May 14th. Then up and then back down. Look for support. Support here might be 56.25. We'll see if this comes down lower too. Right now we're at, see the SPY, everything's very high. This is a further pushback down or just a very small blip. We will see. It's done. What else do we have? SPXL, these are all ETFs. This is one too, broke up. It's sort of holding there. UDAL. UDAL had this breakaway. Look at this, all the way up. Now it's coming back down. I still think we're going lower. This is very far from a 13 EMA. We got a little ahead of ourselves. We'll see what happens there. What else we have? FAS. FAS is another one breaking up. It's trying to get near 38.2 fibs. That's coming back in. See here in stochastics, we're very high. This was like 98. May 14th, we were at like 12. That's when you buy. I mean, the longer term buy. It could be moves in here. See this, like in between. Anything below 50, you want to cross the 20, and then anything over 70, 80, you want to go the high. Now you want to pull back in. We're very high here. From May 14th, this was 21, and this one as high as like 45. It's a $24 move. And how many days was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 20 days. So we're sort of stuck here now. We reached these highs. And then are they going to pull back in further? Or is it just a one-day move and keep going? What's the 4-hour and this look like? We have a gap here. Then you have 32 support. Starting to drift down. Stochastics, 2-hour. Say 2 hours still going down. Divergence. 1 hour just crossed white over red, which isn't good. 30 is going down. So let's see the VIX. The VIX just sort of broke out too. Where are we at? 2757. So you have this channel here. Once this made this move all out, this channel. Now we've touched this before. See this? The 13 is still 20 is still above the 13 EMA, so it's still bearish. This has to really get above. If this moves over 30 and this 20 EMA here, then we might have a bigger move to the downside. So that's showing that the TVIX. TVIX is another one. This is still in this channel here. So this isn't doing nothing yet. We'll see if this can break above. So let's take a look at the other stocks. Here's some of these oil plays. CVAL, inside day. This is a gapper. We'll see if this comes back in. 1, 2, maybe comes back here and bounces. I think these are going to still move. They look like penny stocks now. When you come up and then they find support at 13 and bounce, we'll see if that works that way. And we'll see what the overall market does now. 300 we're down today. See if the SPY comes into 310. We'll see if this trend line holds here. We'll see if about 315 holds. Or it's just going to go down here. Stochastics, look how high this is. This is at 97, almost 98. This did this back in February and dropped, and did it back in January and then dropped. I don't think we're going to drop all the way down to 20 or 30. Something would have to be real bad in the news. So we'll see here how this plays out. Just like on the reverse here, see how low we were compared to 13 May? We're so far below it. You know it's going to bounce. This is the same thing. So far above it, it's going to go down. So I might need to pause here. I might need to come in. Came in here and it gapped. That was in April. And then did it further in April. And then May, it did it right here too. So we will see. We'll see what tomorrow brings. That is it. Please subscribe and like the channel. We are out for now. Peace.